Covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 6 starts right now.
State Superintendent Ryan Walters talked to Fox 23 one-on-one today about how the state will move forward on education once the U.S. Department of Education is eliminated. Thanks so much for joining us at 6. I'm Shay Rozzi.
And I'm Nathan Thompson. One thing Walters says he'll do is spend more Oklahoma tax dollars on buying Bibles for classrooms. In a Fox 23 exclusive, Fox 23's Devin Lyon joins us live in Drumright for having a wide-ranging conversation with Superintendent Walters.
That's right, guys. And at 5, we gave you just a little bit of that interview as to why the state superintendent believes there's nothing more he can do about the state social studies standards that are currently pending at the state capitol. That wasn't all we discussed. As you said, we talked about what happens for Oklahoma education with the possibility of the USDE going away, why it's so hard to get money inside of Oklahoma classrooms, and the possibility of purchasing even more Bibles for Oklahoma schools.
I'll go ahead and tell you, I was at the U.S. Department of Education this week. So I was in D.C., met with some of the top officials there. Look, they are dramatically cutting down that agency.
State Superintendent Ryan Walters sat down with me for an exclusive interview Friday. I wanted to know what is the outlook for Oklahoma now that the U.S. Department of Education is being dramatically scaled back with the possibility of being fully dismantled.
It is going to look dramatically different just in the upcoming weeks.
Gotten a chance to speak with Secretary McMahon?
I'm going to keep some of the specifics to myself, but we've met with the top officials, had a lot of great conversations with them. But yes, we've had a lot of conversations with the top executives there.
Roughly 20% of Oklahoma's education funding comes from the U.S. Department of Education. So a concern for some is that we will lose funding as a state. Will this change at all how the funds flow into Oklahoma schools?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, what I would say is it's not going to impact the amounts. So Oklahoma will get a very similar amount to what we got in the past, if not probably more, because they're cutting so much bureaucracy. But what we're looking at is how do we take all the federal strings off of these dollars so that the state of Oklahoma, our local districts can decide better how these dollars are used in the classroom.
But getting dollars to the classroom has always seemed to be an uphill battle at the state capitol. I asked Walters why.
Well, look, here's part of my frustration is the legislature has done a tremendous job. We've increased education funding to a record amount. The investment in education has been there, but I'm going to tell you this, the problem in education isn't the amount of money going in, it is how the money is being spent. We have to spend less on administration and spend more money in the classroom.
Superintendent Walters says ever-growing bureaucracy and money going to administration are at fault. Fox 23 told you when the State Board of Education spent nearly $25,000 on God Bless the USA Bibles that include American historical documents. Why not take that thousands of dollars and put it to the classroom?
Sure, we are. There's nothing more foundational in our country's history than the Bible. And I fundamentally believe that the Bible has to be part of your education to understand America, American history, and American society. So I'll continue to fight for that, and we will have Bibles in the classroom in Oklahoma.
Do you plan on purchasing more?
Yes, so we're going to get more Bibles. Yeah, we're going to have a Bible in every classroom.
Now, I'm out of time to give you today, but when it comes down to federal funding being given to Oklahoma, it is up to the state legislature, not the state superintendent, on how that money is used. Our conversation, of course, didn't end there. I'm working on getting that full 25-minute interview for you on our Fox 23 YouTube page so you can view everything the state superintendent had to say in full without edits. Live in Oklahoma City, live covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
All right, Devin. A state court ruling has put a hold on sending out those 500 Bibles, to Oklahoma schools. Even if they were delivered, another ruling gives local districts full control over what books are used in their curriculum to meet state standards.